Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. And you can hear me. Good morning, Glenda, Debbie, Terry, and Diane. And I'm sure there are more here. Did everyone do the thumbs up on the way in? Hi, Rose. Goodness, I always joke about sliding in in the nick of time, but this morning was a whole other level. A whole other level. Hi, Lori. Okay, so what happened is normally I restart my computer somewhere around 8 a.m. because when I leave it for the night, I just close the laptop. And when I live stream, my computer doesn't like it unless I've restarted. Something will go wrong, the camera, the sound, something. So good morning, Melissa, Tracy, Kathy, Tessa, Pamela. Yes, I'm feeling better, thank you. Hi, Chris. Chris, your boxes are on their way to your place. Thank you again. Okay, so I restarted my computer, but I didn't pay attention to the update, and it was stuck on update. It had updated, but then I can't remember what the error message said, but it said do not don't hard start your computer or whatever. So, morning, Judith. I let it sit there until 10 after 9, and it was still stuck there. It wasn't doing anything, and I'm thinking, yikes, I have got to get this thing restarted. I haven't got a link to put on the group. I haven't got anything. Well, finally, at 20 minutes after 9, it finally came off what I was calling the blue screen of death, and it booted up, but then I couldn't get a web page. It didn't matter if I tried Firefox or Google, nothing would open. It's like it would show the web address, and it just wouldn't load, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know how to go live on my phone. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I need a separate app. I don't know. So anyway, that's how it happened that I couldn't put the link out until right before the whole thing. Well, thank you, Lisa. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Louise, Vivian, Charlotte. It's good to see everyone. So we're going to get right into it because my hubby and I have to go shopping after this. Normally I don't schedule things on Wednesdays, but we didn't go out Monday or Tuesday. I still wasn't feeling that great, so I don't like to ride because it's a vibration that bothers me. So when I've had a lot of pain, I just tend not to do that. Hi, Helen. Glad you could join us. Okay, so first and foremost, I have to say I am so excited for the bag tutorial. I mean, isn't everyone? Oh goodness, and then Glenda goes and says, I'm excited about your freestyle bag series. Yay. Oh, happy dance for Vivian. Is this her first time? Oh, I see that. Yes, it is. Thank you, Rose. Okay. We are glad you are here. Yay. Can you hear us all clap? Yay. That's the happy dance, and I'm sure everyone else did it as well. Okay, so bag series. So excited. That's where we were. You can't get me too far off track because I get forgetful. So, for anyone who missed it, the long and short of it, as quickly as I can say, is we are making what I'm calling freestyle bags. I've called them Franken bags in the past. What it is you're going to make it your way, just like Burger King. You're going to have it your way. The first time I made myself a tote bag that I liked, I did this. And I was really I still like all these colors, but this was the tote bag that I made. And I just stitched it, like 1/8 of an inch from I just used blocks that I cut out of fabric I liked. Now, I've had this for 4 years, and I used it right up until a few months ago at Christmas time, or autumn time, I take that back, when I finally made myself a new bag. because I make things and give them away or whatever, you know. Tracy, you can dance. You can really dance. I used to be able to. Okay, so this one just had this pocket inside, the double-sided pocket or whatever. And I, through the years, have had so many compliments on this bag. And I loved it, so, you know, I was always proud of it. But I've made a lot of bags, and as I showed on the, I hate to say tutorial because I didn't really show much on Sunday's video, as it's just the start. But anyway, I showed this bag and how I use the quilt as you go, where I put this down, quilted over it, put one down, or yeah, put one down, flipped it, and stitched it. Okay. And there were two nursing bags and another bag similar to this I did before I did the Tula Pink bag. And this was a lot of fun, but it was done in a different method. These ones, I put a layer of fabric and laid it down, a layer of batting, and then put my pieces and quilted onto those underlying two layers. Okay. Good morning, Betty. Hi, Mona, Joyce. Don't want to miss anyone. So that was all done in that way. Okay. Now this one was done crumb pieced, and below the video on Sunday I put a link to one of my very first really bad videos of me sewing crumbs together. But there are 1,000,001 ways to do it, 1,000,001 videos out there to show you how to do it. I just made the panel of pieces, and then when I was done I laid it on my fabric and my batting and I quilted it down. See if I can get it to show a little bit there, with the serpentine stitch every 1/2 inch. So at this point in the bag series, what you should be doing, if you're wondering, is you should be getting your two panels ready. You need two panels, one for one side, one for the other. I use 16-inch pieces. You may choose to use 10 by 14 or 12-inch square. It's your bag. Okay. The only thing I want you to remember is that we're going to be cutting this gusset to square it off. Okay. So make sure you make it large enough. You don't want to make it too narrow so that when we cut that gusset you end up with a much smaller bag. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Good morning, Celeste. Thank you, Glenda. I appreciate that. And I appreciate my moderators dropping all these links to all these wonderful channels. I hope you check all these people out. All the creativity out there is crazy. It's so crazy. You can get lost, absolutely lost on YouTube. All right, so if anyone has any questions at this point in the bag making process, that's where you should be. You should be working on your panels. And then again, for anyone who didn't see Sunday's tutorial, what we're going to do is I'm going to do it in parts. You may choose a welt pocket inside. You may choose it on the outside. You may choose not to do one at all. You might choose a different style of pocket, and I'm going to give you tutorials for all the different options. And also below, I'm going to, it isn't there right now, but I'm going to edit the description box, and I'm going to leave the link to Sunday's bag series starting tutorial, as well as some other tote bag tutorials that I've done in the past that were basically like, there was one that was done in this way, only we use strips, because maybe you have a jelly roll, maybe you have a charm pack, maybe you just want to use crumbs. You can use anything you want because it's your bag. Yes, anyone who missed it, Mona did a beautiful bag out of her K facet pieces that she bought from So Yeah. All right. So maybe you're making your bag as a purse like I do. Maybe it's going to be a beach bag. Maybe it's a bag to take to work. Maybe it's a shopping bag. It's your bag, and you're going to choose what size, width, height, everything about it. So the one thing else I want to say about this bag before I move on is the incredible amount of positive feedback I have had. So many people are very excited to make their own freestyle bag, and I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier because it's going to be so much fun. But if anyone has any questions, please, you can ask them below, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, number 2, from now on, we're going to do the creative word of the day on Wednesdays only. And the reason for that is because of the number of videos and subscribers that I have, it's getting very difficult to track the comments through all those different videos. So it's going to make it much easier for me to do the drawing and to do everything like that if we go on Wednesdays only. So I apologize that I've had to change that, but it's just the way it is. I hope everyone's okay with that. And, all right, we also, as you know, have to finish up our quilt along. We only have one more block to do. I've had quite a few people who said, can you wait? I'm almost caught up. Can you wait? Or, you know, everything like this. Hi, Linda. So we're at the point where we really need to move on. So I've scheduled it. I was going to schedule the last block for next weekend, but that's my husband's birthday. So I'm going to say Wednesday, April 26th. Okay? And we'll probably do it late afternoon, early evening, somewhere in that area of time, but it will be, again, Wednesday, April 26th. So, speaking of my husband, Kathy from Kathy Quilts, I never get her channel name right, Quilts and Crafts, and she spells it with a K. You need to check it out. She has a Facebook group, and she shared the boxes that my husband makes over on her page, and I wanted to thank her for that. I thought that was very sweet of her to do. So, we sent out 2 boxes this week in the order, in orders, and I have one more. And for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, he takes yardsticks and a nice looking panel of wood, and he makes these boxes. Now, mine is embarrassingly full. Actually, I have more than one, but I keep everything in here: my pens, my hero marker, my walking foot, all kinds of things. You could even find a battery in here if you needed a AAA, I'm sure. You could find anything in there. But you can use them for all kinds of things. Another thing that I have used them for over there, you probably can't see it, but it's on the shelf, is I stand up all my spools of cotton thread. And I have one of those full that way. Kathy Quilts and Crafts. Thank you, Terry. I knew it was like that. So, anyway, he made a stack. There's a stack of them over behind me, other than this. And then there is this size. And this is more decorative. I stood a mini charm pack in the middle, and I guess I could show you what I did with mine. It's right here. And so I did this with my little one. And then I have an empty, but just to show you, they're perfect for business card size. So there are those. So I have a bunch of them. We have a bunch of them. Someone had said he needs to get a stamp and put Mr. Scrappy Creations, and we thought that was so funny. That was so funny. Good morning, Carrie from Ontario. Yes, Terry, I was going to just say that. That's actually next on my list. So it's all been happy up to this point. One of my subscribers that I've had from the very beginning is very sick. Her name is Vicky. And I wanted to throw this out here before I go put it on the Facebook page, but she is very sick. And there is a GoFundMe. I'm going to post it on the Facebook group. It's going to be in the description box. I'm going to edit it after the video. Terry, you can leave the GoFundMe here if you don't mind sharing that, but it will also be in the description box. It will be on the Facebook group after this video. If you can't give on the GoFundMe, I totally understand that, but maybe you can share it so someone you know could give, or they could share. It would mean a lot to the family and everyone who knows Vicky. Vicky was one of my very first subscribers. She's been with me for quite, the whole route here, the whole thing. And I was very saddened when I woke up this morning to find out how sick that she is. So we want to let her and her family know that the creative community out here is very caring, and we will do what we can when we can. So as I said, if you can't donate, I totally understand that, but maybe you can share the post, and I appreciate that. Chris says those boxes are beautiful. I'm putting them by my sewing machines with all the tools I use while sewing. I'm definitely buying more. They're really handy. And also, I meant to tell you, Chris, I had a notification this morning. You should get it by Saturday, but they might be delivered on Friday. Glenda says, Marie, this will be an awesome bag series because to my knowledge it's a first ever on YouTube. Well, maybe. You watch, you'll be starting a new thing for creators to follow. Woot woot. Well, thank you. Yes, Terry, Vicky has visited here as well. She has, and the minute I saw her name, my heart sunk into my stomach. I hate to hear bad news. I really do, but I hope that it helps her and her family to know that we're all out here and that we care. And Lisa says, Terry, have you seen Adam? He seems to be missing. Oh, he's in the tub, girls. You just know he is. Terry says, very cute boxes. I have one and it needs to have babies soon. And Terry says, oh, that guy Adam is lurking. He finished Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Hi, Vivian. Vivian says, great little boxes. Thank you. Chris says, Mr. Scrappy Creations is adorable. Tracy, can't wait to get mine. Was it you I emailed, Tracy? I think I did. Yeah, I emailed you. I haven't heard back from you. I have yours all packaged and ready to go. It's over there. Maybe you've emailed me back since I've checked my email. I don't know. Between the two of us. Nope, I don't see anything there. But I emailed you either yesterday or the day before. So, okay, let me see. I gotta try to catch up. Yes, Terry, I appreciate that. And Lisa, yes, Vicky has supported several creators over the years. She's a sweetheart. Yes, she has. A lot of comments. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on all. Let's see what's happening. From Southern Alberta, Canada. Well, there, Vivian. Charlotte, I would like to have one of each size. Yeah, just email me. Anything you want, you let me know. And let's see. Thank you for that. Betty says, Maria, are you going to do a zipper pocket for the bag? Yes, we're going to have you're going to have choices of different pockets. Some will have zippers, some won't. Some will have snaps, some won't. There's going to be an option to leave your bag just like this one is. There's no clasp, there's no anything. This is actually how I prefer my bags. Then we have bags that have a magnetic clasp like this. Oops, I go to do it, I don't even put it together, but it has a magnetic clasp. And then we're also going to have a zipper top. And I may do more than one zipper style. I haven't decided yet. But there's going to be different pockets, different straps, different zipper, magnetic clasp closures. There's going to be every kind of option you can imagine, because that's why I named it Freestyle. It's all going to be your style. But thank you very much for that question, Betty. I appreciate that. Terry, I know you are. She says, I'm going to make a bag and a bag and a bag. And Betty is from sunny Florida. Oh, Adam is busy sewing a secret project. Well, we hope you're not sewing in the tub, Adam. I'm sure we'll see you on Friday. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I will check that so that can go out in today's mail. Thank you very much. But good morning to Adam. Good morning, Beverly. Hi, Vicki. And you missed the first 17 minutes. That's okay. Better late than never, right? Oh, guess who? It's Nancy. Oh, she's at the doctor's with hubby. Hope everything is going well today and it isn't a bad day. Hi, Janet. Finally made it. Hey, I almost didn't make it. I dug out my perfect fabric for this bag and may make two because I can't decide which to use for inner and outer fabric. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, Lisa Marie says, I just got on here. I'm busy. Just wanted to pop in and put up my links. Yeah, but if you can't make it, they already have them. We have them all. They're dropping everyone's links, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so next is, I posted a picture the other day of these. Okay, I've got 5 of them here. And Terry had given me the idea. Let me back up a little bit. A week or two ago, we had talked about getting Marie's Scrappy Creations merchandise. And I have looked into that a little bit. But in the meantime, Terry had emailed me with an idea that was just brilliant, because she's brilliant that way. What can I say? Or what can she say? She said, Marie, what about making some of the key fobs and getting some labels if you don't have them and putting Marie's Scrappy Creations on them? So that's what I did. This one is sideways, and this one is up and down, and as you can see, there's a size difference. These are 1 by 2, and these are 1. So I made 5 of these the other day, and then I took some of the Tula scraps that Adam and Nanny B had sent me, and I made some Tula pink key fobs. And I did something different here. Okay, I put everything there. I figured out where this needs to go so that this covers the bottom of the label. I had to cut the label a little narrower because it's 1 inch. And this is just barely under 1 inch the way I'm making them now. So anyway, I've got all these. I think they turned out really nice. But the one thing I'm doing different is just above here, I'm going to have to flip it to show you, I'm putting a line of stitching right there. I kind of like it better that it doesn't open all the way down. Okay, this one opens all the way down to this hardware. This one stops at the top. And I like that. But these are the 5. I'll show them to you one by one. The 5 Tula scrap that I made yesterday. Oh, I'm getting pop-ups in the middle of my screen. And this is the last one. I still have something in the middle of my screen. I can't see anything because it won't close because I've been having computer issues. There we go, all morning. All right, let's see. I have to go back up here. Okay, Mona says, I just got a big order from My Fabric Addiction. She's the best, isn't she? Tracy says, yep, I have an email from PayPal yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even think to check, and I didn't get an email, so I didn't even think, but I apologize. But of course, oh well, it happens. We got it all straightened out now, Tracy. Let's see. Nancy says that her and her husband just the normal checkup and then treatment follows. Okay, that's good. Terry wants Mona to send her all her fabric. Janet, I found my bag of scraps to get busy with one of these awesome bags. That's awesome. Terry says, LOL, but I can't tie my shoes. Oh, goodness. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. They're all pretty. Good. Let's see. Good one. Glenda says, Marie, I love your necklace. When you wear it, I think of how much you love your hubby. Memories are so special. And they are. They really are. It's, yeah. And I've been wearing it more often because I used to just save it for a special occasion, but you kind of have to make every day a special occasion, right? Isn't that how it is? Well, good morning, Gloria from South Florida. Good to see you. Glad you liked that you dropped in. Terry, I like it like that, Marie. That's good. I like it like that. Hey, we could have a music channel, girls. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate that. She says, I like the new way. Really showcases the label. I do too. Terry says, seriously, if I made those, the keys would fall right off. I can see how perfect you stitch. Thank you. And yes, Lisa, thank you for the reminder. Please click the like button. It really does help. Terry says she ordered from My Fabric Addiction a half-yard bundle of fairy dust ombre. I'm making another big cat. Those are amazing. If you guys haven't seen Terry's cats, goodness. Laura, am I selling the key fobs? I could sell them if someone's interested. They just need to email me. Glenda, Marie, I will message you. Want to purchase one of your special Tula key fobs with your label? I will save you one. Absolutely. Message or email me. But thank you. Okay. Moving onward. So don't forget, everyone, I'm going to put a link to a GoFundMe after this is over with in the description box, and I'm going to post it on the group as well. Okay. So then we need a woohoo. Almost 700 new subscribers in 21 days. What? Yeah. So congratulations to me, because it makes me happy. I have to congratulate myself because I feel like a winner every time I make new friends through you guys. Like, it's amazing. So I want to thank everyone who watches, who's a subscriber, who likes my videos. Maybe you share them. There's not a lot of sharing going on, but we'll get there one of these days. But thank you very much for whatever way you support my small channel. I really, really appreciate you. I do. And I had a comment this week, and you know, I have so many nice comments that I always feel like I shouldn't just choose one. But I guess I should have saved it because I'll never get it exactly right. But she said, Marie, I know you're talking to thousands of people, but I feel like you're talking directly to me. But I am. I'm talking to every single one of you. I really am. I picture you guys out there. So I've always said, I picture it as if you're right here in the sewing room with me. How would I explain it? What would I say? And that's just how I do it. And I'm glad that you guys enjoy that and that you feel that love, because I certainly put that out there. But thank you, whether you comment or not, whether you watch. Everything is a help. It really is. It really, truly is. So, hi, Deborah. Yeah, we have a whole stack of them. There's 3 different sizes. When people message me, I send them a picture and it shows what the measurements are and what the price is. But basically, the small box I can't remember, let me see. Okay, the small box is 4 by 2 5/8, something like that, but it fits business cards, and that's $5. This is 8 1/4 by 2, and it's $7. And these are made by Mr. Scrappy Creations himself. And these are 7 3/8 by 5. These are the most popular ones. These in the business card size because they're just helpful. Anyway, and this is $10. Did I forget you, Deborah? Did I? Oh my goodness, you guys. She did. She emailed me. What did I can't remember if I was waiting for him to make them or not. I'm going to go to your email right afterwards, Deborah. I apologize. I apologize. I'm bad. I am. Thank you, everyone, for the congratulations. Oh, Carol is home recovering. I hope you're feeling well. I'm glad that you felt well enough to drop in with us, Carol. That's good. Always a positive thing, because you must be at least, you're awake, so you're probably sitting up, kicking back. Hopefully you're resting with your feet up. Terry says, well, we all love you, Marie. Lisa's happy dancing for 700. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Terry needs a microphone. This girl wants to sing and dance. She needs a microphone. Terry says, do you think that mini charms will fit nicely in the middle box? I would imagine they probably would. I'm thinking that, because I'm going to get those little bags, line them up, and because I have free access to all this stuff, you know, I can just say, hey, make me another one, and he does. Chris says, I got mine signed, y'all, my boxes, because Marie is famous. Yes, she cracked me up. Chris said, I need you to sign them, Marie, and I kind of laughed because I thought at first she was teasing, but she wasn't. Hey, and it worked out pretty good. I used one of my archival quality micron pens, and it actually turned out really well. It turned out really well. Terry says, Chris, woohoo, you win. Okay, Deborah, thank you for understanding. I just have so much coming at me all the time. And I always say that if I don't write things down immediately, like immediately, it doesn't exist. And it's funny because the minute you said the boxes, I remembered, but then I was like, uh-oh. But I'm glad you understand. Good morning, Peggy. Good to see you. Finally caught your live for a change, she says. That's good. Nancy and a lot are praying for Vicky. And listen, if anyone is new coming in, you missed it, there's going to be a GoFundMe link. There's one, if you scroll up in the chat box, there's going to be one in the description box after I post the video, or after we end this video. And I'm going to post it on the Facebook group. Good morning, Doris from sunny, warm Tennessee. Joyce says to Terry, I sing all the time. The poor dog has to listen. Hey, you know, my granddaughter put her hand over my mouth one time because she didn't want me to sing. I still have those 3 videos that I need to finish editing because I got together with Jean Brittingham from Kept in Stitches, and I got together with Mona from Mona Did What? And I got together with a subscriber, and I have all those videos, and I need to finish editing. What I did is I started editing one, I started editing another, and I should have never done that. I need to do them one at a time in the order that I did them, but they will be coming out soon. So, goodness, Terry says her dog has started to howl at her. Does that mean you're good or bad at what you do, Terry? Good morning, Donna. Happy to catch you live today. Love the bag you showed us the other day to make. I hope you're taking part. Terry says, my granddaughter's almost 14 and she still puts her hand over our mouths. Okay. Goodness, I was going to say something and I lost it that quick. because it doesn't take long. Oh, you want to see the newest ones I'm making? The newest key fobs? I got them cut out into this point. These are some fabric scraps from My Fabric Addiction. Her link will be down below. I get her scrap packs that are 1 pound packs of scraps. And I sewed them together. I just cut them to whatever width they would be, sewed them together, and then cut them apart for these key fobs. This one, there's a story to tell. You want me to tell you how bad I am? I don't even take my own advice. Last week I told you guys, remember, clean out your sewing machines and change your needles. So I told myself that I needed to do that because I take it the first Wednesday of every month when I give you guys that reminder. I clean my sewing machine. Okay, I do it every time I tell you guys. Except for last week, I didn't because I wasn't feeling that good, and I thought, I'll remember, I'll do it later. So this morning I start stitching this one, and I come down along the side and I notice something's not right. So I hit the thread cutter, and the thread cutter didn't work on the bottom, it only worked on the top. So there's 2 clues right there. I took it out and it was like a little stitch, a big stitch, a loop underneath. It was a mess. Took my plate off there and it was full of dust. Like, it hasn't been that dirty in a long time. So yeah, I need to take my own advice. Yes, Mona, her scrap packs are awesome, aren't they? Lisa is excited for the videos. Hurting his ears, Terry says. My thoughts fall out of my head, I think out of my ears here 1 minute, and then they're lost in the universe. Happens to me. Good morning, Deborah. I'm glad you could catch part of the live stream too. Oh, Terry, she says, I knew I heard your machine choking. It was going. Okay, I have, actually it's a question for you guys. Now I have done some some short videos, excuse me. And I have a few ideas for more. I don't want to throw those out there, but I have a few ideas for more. But I'm looking because I bet that you guys have ideas for me. So I don't want you to put them here in the chat box, okay? If you have one for me, you can put them in the down below the video afterwards, or even now, maybe the comment is open, but you can leave them there. I can't say I will reply to everyone. I will read everyone's comments, but I do have a few ideas, and as well as now this one, I have to make a short with this Tula Pink bag, because if you guys remember right, about 4 weeks ago, whenever I got the Tula Pink fabric, I made a video and I said that was part 1. What will I make with this? So I need to put this up and show that this is what I made. And so I need to do that short. I have another one. I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you. I'm going to do one showing, of course it's only one way of doing a zipper tab. I'm going to do that video. I'm thinking of doing it with these. Even though I've made a tutorial on them, I think I'm going to make a short with that. Okay, let's see. Who did I miss? Cotton makes crazy lint. It sure does. You know that one, that's for sure. Good morning, Colleen. Listening, we'll get the replay. That's good. We're glad you dropped by. Terry says, I did that with my featherweight. It was so dusty under there. I do that every time I finish a project. You can believe what's in there. Well, you know, it's funny because I got a machine one time that was given to me, and I started using it. It seemed to be stitching fine. And I was more worried about, you know, threading it correctly and this and that. I didn't think to clean it. Well, it was only a few days, and it was like, something's really wrong, so let's clean it. I looked up and under there, and when you take that flat plate off there, it looked like a Brillo pad stuck underneath there, and then where the feed dogs were, you know, where all those little things are all lined up, I took tweezers and pulled, and it came up out of there like pieces of felt between there. It couldn't even grab the fabric. It was so full of fluff and dust under there. Okay, Glenda, I will check it. Thank you. Hi, Sandra K. Glad you could drop by and join us. Let's see. Take a short out of every video you make. Yeah, I haven't done them that way yet, Mona. I need to try. I've been doing them with my phone, and my videos are all on my computer, but I guess I could go into my editing software and do it that way. I just haven't yet, but thank you for that. Aunt Di, idea for a short. How do you sort scraps? They have to get someone else to film that, Diane, because I have no clue. I know how to sew them. I don't know how to sort them. Diane's going to do a short. Actually, I get that question a lot. How do you sort scraps? I'm like, not unless I have to. I started out really, though, trying to have a system, but it just hasn't worked for me. It just hasn't worked for me. But, horrible gunk under there. Yes, Terry. Oh, Sandra, that's awesome. She says, quote for Vicky's all signed and ready to send out. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if there was anything else. Oh, the creative word of the day. I have to give you the creative word of the day. We've talked a lot about it. It's going to be bag. Is Marie an old bag? Does she make an old bag? Does she make a pretty bag? You can make a bag too. Okay. Creative word of the day, for anyone that's new or doesn't know the rules, when this video is over, you comment below the video using the creative word of the day. You can simply say bag, or you can say, I'm going to join you to make this fabulous freestyle bag, or you can say anything you want. I will say this, I would love to hear if you're taking part and what style of panels you're going to make for your bag, because that's what everybody should be working on right now, is getting your 2 panels. Whether you crumb piece them like this or not, you need 2 panels before our next tutorial. Okay? Even the straps are going to be something that you can choose to do your own way. I like to use fabric scraps. Other people use pre-made straps. There's so many different ways you can go, and we're going to go over everything. Like I said, we're going to have a pocket week. We might even have more than one pocket week. We're going to have to go over everything. Inside pockets, outside pockets, straps, the top closure or not, all that. Mona says, I started to sort by color. Yeah, I think it's just because I don't have the space to sort. I just don't. But then I have pieces. I put all my narrow strips in for my fabric postcards, so those all go one place, and then my crumbs go another place. The only thing I really sort is children's fabric from other, but I don't have a lot of children's fabric these days. Marie's short on sorting scraps would be to sew them into a project. Yes, that is absolutely right, Glenda. Terry says, when I restore machines, I find more than cotton under there. Just saying. Is there like a dead mouse or something? I mean, what are we talking, Terry? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I was just thinking yesterday, I was like, if Terry lived closer, not only could we visit, she could fix my machines. I just know it. I just know it. Tracy says, I'm going to change my name to the Bag Lady. I hear you. It's like an obsession of mine, too. Oh, Glenda's working on her panels for the bag. Betty, my 2 panels are done, and the straps. Yay. Well, she's ahead of the game. You know what I need to do? I need to work on my panels, because I can't have just one set of panels, because I'm going to be showing all the different methods. So I told my husband, when we get home today, as long as I'm feeling up for it, I'm going to be locked in my sewing room, just a snack and a glass of ice water, some 80s music, 70s music, something, and yeah. Okay, let me see. I'm not sure where, whoops, I scrolled. Everyone get your bag started. Marie will be watching from the window. Sandra K, I'm not sure where you're traveling, but I hope you have fun. Safe travels, my dear. I'm scrolling up and down. That's why I'm out of sorts. Aunt Di says, mine are sorted by color also, Mona, but now I think maybe by close and size would be better. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Decisions. That way I could find mostly 2.5-inch strips, etc. Okay. Terry told Tracy to stop. That's my name. Okay, you can borrow it. Well, at least we're being nice and we're sharing. I found a nest under there once. Yes, a mouse. Yikes. I'd be done. Goodness, I would be done. Doris says, what was the Etsy store where you find the scraps by the pound, please? And that is called My Fabric Addiction and the number 1. Maybe one of the ladies can drop the link, but it will be below in the description box after the video. Because we've been talking about that. So, Peggy, don't forget I have bins of scraps from a sewing project about 25 years ago, left over for 3 vests from a fabric I had bought in Walmart way back when. Yeah, Peggy had commented the other day that she has scraps and she's ready to sew. Okay. Aunt Di says, Terry, I would have flipped out. I would have too. I wouldn't have done it again. Betty says, 20 minutes a day after work adds 2 panels and straps. That's the way to get it done. That's absolutely the way to get it done. Terry says, Marie, I don't need that kind of pressure. LOL. Okay. I'll get a bag going. I can lose the bag race. Yes, I think, Peggy, it's going to be perfect. Perfect. Theme to a rock and roll star. There you go. Okay, I went through everything on my list, and I have to get ready to go out today. So I'm not going to stick around a whole lot longer. Did anyone have any questions about our Freestyle Bag series at all, or any questions whatsoever? If you do, you can put them in here, or you can comment below the video if you're watching on a replay. Oh, I don't know if you saw it. Maybe you saw it the other day on the video. But I started this. This is the panel I'm working on right now. I was gifted these, and you probably remember them. And I can't get over how well that black fabric matched. Isn't that amazing? It looks like the same line of fabric, but it's not. So this afternoon I'm going to finish this panel and start with the other side. So I have to choose which chicken, and there's so many cute ones. It's such a hard decision. And then I have some tulle already kind of put together here. Not all of it. I think I have 2 bags worth here. I really do. I think there's at least 2 bags worth here. But like, I sorted the triangles, so I did kind of sort scraps. And where's my pieces that are pieced? I have some pieces that are pieced. I promise. Yeah, here they are. They just didn't make it into the first bag. Okay, let's see. Di says, I'm looking forward to the final quilt block. Yay! And Deborah, Marie, do you have 2 different earrings in? No, I have 4. I'm different. I'm like part gypsy or something. Okay, so let's see. I got this one at the fair last year when I wasn't selling crafts. I was just standing around in the heat. And then I've got a Singer sewing machine. And then Nanny B sent me this kiwi bird from where she lives in Australia, and Aunt Di sent me a pair with these spools. And I always try to switch out what I'm wearing. So yeah, I love my earrings. There's not really a place here to buy them, so sometimes I order them online. And then I had given a friend of mine some sewing charms and said, can you make these into earrings for me? And she did. I even have bracelets like this. I saw one that's got charms of sewing on it, so I might have to order that next. But yeah, I love the dangly earrings. I do. Cool chicken, says Mona. Thank you. Yeah, those chickens are my favorite too, Lisa. I love them. Glenda says, I've seen that video. Love that funky, cute chickie. Diane says, funky lady. Did I find the chicken wire fabric? I didn't. I didn't look, to be honest, because I can't spend any more on fabric. I just can't. So I'm going to wing it without wing it. Get it? Chicken wing. I'm going to chicken wing it without the wire fabric. Betty says, Marie, have a great freestyle day out with hubby. I'm definitely going to do that. Diane, I hope that I can be as cool when I'm her age. There's a joke behind that. I had a young girl at a secondhand store. I don't know if I told you guys or just told Diane, but I had a girl at the secondhand store. She asked me about my earrings. And she gets real close and she's like, oh my land. I can't remember now exactly how she said it, but she says, I hope I'm as cool as you when I'm an old lady. Thank you. Peggy says, I don't have that vest anymore. It got lost when moving, but I still have a skirt and I had made from that themed fabric. Well, that sounds like great memories, Peggy. Absolutely great memories. Lisa told Glenda that the chicken fabric is from the Lorelei Harris. Oh yes, Google her. Oh my land, I forgot. I went to Marden's. I can't end yet, you guys. Stick around. I did go to Marden's and buy something. I'm guilty. Now I have to find it. Now I didn't buy a lot, I promise. But there was some Lorelei Harris fabric there. What was a girl to do? Yeah, find it. It's called Tossed Gypsies by Lorelei Harris, and it was $5.99 a yard. And they had some K facet fabric there. They had 4 or 5 bolts. I was talking to the girl. Oh, and she saw my bag, and she liked it. I knew she would. I was looking for her, and I was like, when I found the girl that works at Marden's fabric department, I said, oh, I was in last week with something I wanted to show you. I said, you weren't working. I said, I'm so excited. I have something to show you. She goes, yeah, in a minute. Let me see your bag. And I'm like, well, that's what I wanted to show you because I had my Tula Pink bag. Hubby found this, and that's AC/DC fabric. And that was $6.99 a yard. But we grabbed that. And I know some people who will really like that. So that's what I got at Marden's. Oh, Lukey's still trying to get back into a regular sleep pattern since getting back from Egypt. I'm sure that's hard, but what a great vacation, right? Memories. Thank you, Tracy. The sewing machine earrings, I found them right on Amazon. I just typed in sewing jewelry. That's how I found them. Doris says, thank you for the info. You're welcome. Okay, let me see. I want to say thank you to everyone. Oh, hi. Oh, goodness. Everyone comes in at the end. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to go. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, Charlotte says she just turned 71. Debbie says AC/DC is great too. Yeah, they're not Aerosmith, but you know, no, they're good. I was listening to Aerosmith the other day. I was listening to, because a lot of their songs that I like are not ones that are like the real popular ones, because I was listening, it's like I told someone a while back, I said, when I bought their first album, of course, this was before cassette tapes and all this and that. I said, so you put the album on and you let it play and then you flipped it. It isn't like today where you just go on and listen to whatever song you want. so we listen to music differently, so we know a lot of the albums, you know, whether it's Fleetwood Mac or Peter Frampton or whoever it is. You can remember those albums, every bit of it, you know, and that's the beauty of it. So, oh, and also about my Facebook group, no one can get in without an invite these days. So if you have anyone you want to invite, you do have to invite them, because if you're, I've had people ask me, say, I can't get into your group. Well, then they have to message me in some way. They have to email me. They have to do something, because I closed off because we were getting hundreds a week, but the majority of people weren't posting, and they didn't know I had a YouTube channel, and the majority of them. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, happy birthday, Charlotte. Woo! Oh, I see. She just turned 71. Okay, I missed it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Debbie, yes, Tossed Gypsies is cute, but I'm going to have to look to see what goes with it, because that's the only one of that fabric that I have. So I'm going to have to... Tracy says, wow, AC/DC, that takes me back. No, not old. No, we're not old. Not old. At all. No. All right. Yes, I'm going to have fun shopping. Terry, I'll see what I can do about your chocolate, but we did just have Easter. There was a run on some chocolate there, so, you know. 45s and 33s, yes, says Glenda. Absolutely. Betty, I'm glad you're going to make the bags. That's awesome. Okay, I would keep chatting, and you guys know I would. All right? But thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you soon. I will, I promise. I'll try to do another live stream soon, okay? But until next time, be kind out there. The